we are honored that you are walking with us, because it means that you are looking for the help that you need to get. At Suruvi, we care for caregivers. We love you to the point whereby we want to make sure that by having contact with you, you shall forever change. You shall take on this role of caregiving with more energy. Not only that, you shall pass on that to someone else. Because caregiving is something that doesn't matter where you were born, doesn't matter the color of skin you're from, doesn't matter. You give care to those who are unwell. Now, we talked about Avensis and Jamie last time. We talked about their life cycle that was changed when Jamie got sick. We also talked about the cost Avensis had to caregiving her dear husband. Today we want to analyze financially what this cost is. We like to say that you take stock. Taking stock is this: understanding now where you stand. How much do you pay for rent if you're renting? How much do you pay for mortgage if you're paying a mortgage? How much do you use in a day to transport yourself from home to work, work home, work supermarket home, children's, the kids play school, whatever it is. How much do you use in a month? Do you record this down? My brother and my sister, I urge you to start doing so, because you can see certain figures on that chart. Reason being, what that says is you should not be paying rent more than 35% of your income. If you're doing 35 and below, you're blessed, that's good. And they say 35 because there's a mortgage there, there's a chance of a mortgage. But if it's rent, you shouldn't be doing anything above 25%. Your transport should not cost you more than that 15%, for example. So it speaks to even your financial footprint. When I say that, I mean this. If you work at a place where your boss takes your their children to a certain place to school, and you have to cross town to take your children to the same school, that's not the right school for your children. Because you're using more than 15% of your money to pay transport just to take your children to that school. So now, this is taking stock. This is understanding exactly what do I use every month, every week, every day. It's easy when you have your list down, because then you'll be able to say, all right, this is how much, and this is what we'll talk about in our next video. How much should I give for this caregiving? How much am I able to give? We talked about your resources. We don't want you to go and sell your land. We don't want you to do that. However, sometimes some situations actually bring that circumstance to pass. Now, if you understand exactly how much you spend, it'll be easy for you to understand how much you can use. And when you know that, then it will not be a financial burden upon you, or even upon your business or your work, because you know how much you make at work, you know how much salary is, you know how much the income is on business. You can't wish on an abracadabra or a blessing today everyone is going to come to your shop and buy all your goods so that you have more money. You have to be realistic with what you have. And this is the emotional burden that you must take upon yourself to get information about how much you spend. And once you know this, then the formulas are simple. And at Suruvi, we plan to teach you all of these formulas. There's nothing we're saying this is secret. This is something you have to go to school for 8 years to do. No. We want you to understand that these formulas should be applied to your life as you take care, as you reach out to this person. And it allows you to have a resource even for later, for whoever else needs care. You might be the one needing care. Like Avensis might get sick as well. So let's move on to our next video, where you will see now that certain formulas are put into play, certain actions that need to be done. See you on the other side.